Alright, what's happening? I'm going to do a video to show you how to improve your front rack position. Finding that some guys and some clients may have a little issue with it, mostly being holding too much weight in the wrist and also the bar being too close to the throat. So if we go through the whole positioning of it, this will help you hold the bar in the correct way. Okay, first thing is, where do you put your hands? Simplest thing to do is to use your fist as a guide. So you want to be one fist length outwards from your shoulder. For me and for most people, that might be, or that is, where the little finger meets the first ring on the Olympic bar. So you would use that as your width marker, and that's where you put your hands, and then you would unwrap from that position there. Okay, so now that we know where to put our hands, the next thing is, how do you hold the bar? As I said before, if you're holding the bar too much in your hands in terms of maybe unracking like this, think about that. If there's a lot of weight in that bar, that's all going through your wrist, and that's not going to be uncomfortable. Eventually your wrist is going to say, okay, we can't hold any more weight. It's kind of an efficient way to hold the bar. So we don't want to think about holding the bar with your hand. So whether that be doing a clean, receiving a clean, or even just doing a push press, or even doing a front squat, which is where most people will take this advice for. We want to make sure that the bar is loaded up on your shoulders. So if I take away my hands and I go into a zombie squat position, see how I can hold the bar here, because I'm lifting my shoulders up, I'm spreading my back, and also thinking about this extension. Take a deep breath of air in, elevate the bar up with your shoulders. So going into that front rack position, even though we're trying to create this channel for the bar to sit into instead of being on the wrist, if you can hold the bar with your whole hand, great. If you end up being a few fingers off, that's fine. As long as the bar is up on your shoulders and you're thinking about holding the weight with your trunk, spreading your back. Also what that means is, even though I'm spreading my back, I'm not rounding to that. It's all about this extension, squeezing your lats, everything up nice and tall into the bar. So the two things we're looking for when you unrack in a front rack position is protraction of the shoulder blade and extension of the back. And if you get that right, the bar, you'll create a channel for the bar to rest without you having to hold it in your wrist. Of course, when you have the bar in that position, same thing, we want to try to keep the elbows as high as possible. At the moment, my elbow height is not too great, so we want to be looking towards elevating that more, especially when you go into the squat. If you get that position right, you could essentially do this movement without your hands. The arms and the hands, they're there to just give an added security, but they don't do the work. You want to be holding the bar on your trunk. After this, I'm going to show you a few stretches and drills that you can do to improve two problem areas, which would be the lats being tight and also inflexibility in the wrist. So I'll put some videos in after this. But what you can do if you struggle with the bar position in the front rack, a good exercise you can use, one I use very regularly, is the zombie squat, because it takes away the hands and it starts to coach the body, or it makes the body learn how to stay upright and squat efficiently without using the arms. So then what you end up doing is being able to squat front rack well and front squat well without having to use your arms. So a demo of that would be, you walk into the bar, same thing, protraction of the shoulder blades, extension of the back, brace your core, stay nice and tall, lift the chest up, sit into the zombie squat, and then drive it.
If you told me, if you told me I'm the only one you're thinking of, you could hold me, I would tell you there's nobody